This is a fourth and fifth dimensional transmission. So if you came across it, if you're listening, you are at the right place. So if you're new to the channel, you are very welcome here. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much. I really want us to build a community. That said, I started a Facebook group, Sophia's Circle, and I'll put the link. If you want to be part of the community, I will answer your questions there, and I will pick questions to do videos about if I feel it will be of interest to everyone. So we are still in the Lionsgate portal, the best time of the year to manifest, and all the energies are very vibrant. We're also in Leo season. There's also Mercury retrograde. So this is all really exciting. I just quickly wanted to talk about the dimensions. You hear the most about the third, fourth, and fifth dimensions. So in the third dimension, this is the dimension where the ego is dominant. Now, remember, the ego is not necessarily negative. The ego is that human part of you that protects you. And the ego has different tasks, like protecting us from the it. So it's filters out things that are not good for us, ways we should not behave. But it's very much bound to our identity. In the third dimension, there's a lot of friction, of resistance, of emotional pain. So in the fourth dimension is the dimension what we can call searching for home. So you start to realize that there is more. You start to question where you come from, who you are, what your purpose is. You are seeking for the truth, seeking for answers, seeking to go home, basically, where you will feel safe and free and peaceful. And then in the fifth dimension, you arrive home. This is the dimension of unconditional love. This is here where we have non-duality. I forgot to mention, like in the third dimension, we have the black and white thinking, in contrast to the fifth dimension where we have non-duality. So the fifth dimension is the dimension of love, where you are home, where unity consciousness is prevalent. You feel connected to everything and everyone, and you're not concentrating so much on your own individuality, your identity, to assert yourself as separate. Now we all fluctuate between dimensions. It is like radio stations, and sometimes you are not tuned right into the station that you want to be in. So there is fluctuation that is normal, but you will find that more and more you will start to vibrate on the highest frequencies. But also in the fifth dimension, that is the dimension where you have reached self-love. And I did a video on Tuesday where I quoted Alan Watts, who said that you can't truly love yourself if you don't love everything else in your reality, or everything else that is, because it's all part of you. Now this dimension is where we feel home and where we have peace. And sometimes, like I say, we can fluctuate. We might go to the lower frequencies. That is okay, because part of self-love is to have self-compassion. So that is the beauty of it. Now that I've explained the different dimensions briefly, and please ask in the comments if you have any questions, or if you want me to make more in-depth video about that. I wanted to give you today something that I wrote, but I want to give it to you as a practice that you can do. And I don't know if it's the right term. I think it is. I call it stream of consciousness. It's when you write, but it's basically a download. It is how I do it is I write without any pause. So it's just a stream of words that flow. I want to refer you back to my video about words are spells. Words are extremely important. It is not for nothing that it is said the pen is mightier than the sword. That is why you write down your affirmations, or why you your intentions, and journal, because it is powerful, it is energy. Now I'm going to read to you words that came to me, and I don't interpret it while I write, and also when somebody else now get it like I'm giving this to you, there is no right or wrong understanding of what it means, and it will mean to you exactly what it is supposed to mean to you, and it will find you in the place where you are at this stage. It's the exercise I want to give to you. You just sit down and you just write. It doesn't matter where you start and where you stop. You will know automatically or magically where to stop, but just start to write and it will flow. It is your intuition. It's not thinking, you're not engaging with the words. Okay, so I'm going to read it and then I'm going to say goodbye to you. Yeah, so I took out 2 lines and I corrected 1 grammar mistake, and that was all that I changed. So why I talked about the dimensions before I wanted to read this is this describes a lot the feelings or the process of moving from one dimension to the other, how it feels. My body rebels against the words that already form on paper and in the spaces between stars. My body who wants to feel the warmth, the cold, and the bright of light. It is dark, but a candle is lit. I am no form. I am no thought manifested. I am complete. The seams of my knowing unravel, ribbons that wave purple in the fragrant air. My face now, a distant knowing. This is a form I chose, a lovely coat to wear. This is not me. This is me. This is. I stood in the light. I was folded into, centered, surrendered, awakened. I felt the love. I am love. I remember what it took, why, and I felt the unbearable, beautiful truth of being. I choke on words, I breathe. I paint a line, a petal, a plant in the forest, a thought in the eyes of a girl with a half-familiar face. I smile, I breathe. I learn a trick. I smile at me, passing me by in the street. I forgive myself as I beg, love, rule, break, sing, flew over the green river, and forget to lock the garden gate. Thank you for listening. Remember to subscribe if you like the channel, and also leave a comment so that we can get to know each other. I'm sending you my infinite love till I speak to you again in the next video. Goodbye.